And here we go again, huh? Hi there, how are you? My name is Kevin Kretsch from drkevguitar.com. I'm a guitar teacher in Paris, France, and this is another of my 5-minute video guitar lessons with the frog in my throat. Today I'd like to talk to the beginners amongst you about strumming. In particular, I'd like to talk to you about the upstroke part of strumming. You see, a lot of beginners, when they come to me, they'll have already learned a couple of chords. They're trying to play some songs, maybe following a couple of YouTube video guitar lessons, maybe like this one. But they reach a point of frustration because they're finding it difficult to get the rhythm playing together. So naturally, they look for a guitar teacher and they call me, and off we go. The problem that a lot of people have, when we first start, of course, we do everything with downstrokes, which is perfectly normal, right? And nice and easy to do. It's called a downstroke because my hand moves downwards. There we go. But downstrokes are not very efficient. The problem with downstrokes is that my hand always has to come back before it can do another downstroke. So 50% of the motion is completely wasted. Which leads to the concept of the upstroke, right? Except that people don't really know how to do the upstroke. It's not particularly obvious to a lot of people, and it kind of makes sense too, right? Let's think about it. The downstroke and the upstroke are opposites of each other, therefore the upstroke must be different. And I see people trying to do some sort of strange rolling motion, or sometimes even a scoopy motion, or twisty, scoopy, rolly, twisty motion. Here's the good news. The perfect upstroke has no rolling or twisting or scooping. In fact, if you can play consecutive downstrokes, you are already playing the perfect upstroke. You just haven't applied it yet. Let me show you how that works. Right, so as I said, we start just with downstrokes, okay? I'm going to count 4 beats to a measure here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on each of those, we're going to play a downstroke. Very straightforward. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Downstroke, downstroke, downstroke. Now, as I said to you before, every downstroke, there's a return. My hand has to come back up. That return is the perfect upstroke. The only difference is that we're going to allow our guitar pick or our fingers, whatever it is we're using to play with, we're going to allow it to hit the strings on the way back up. That's all we have to do. That is the perfect upstroke. There's no special motion, there's no twisting, no scooping, no rolling, okay? So here's how we're going to do it. First thing I want to do is give our brain as much space as it needs to focus on this. That means I'm going to remove all other musical content. With your, what's this hand called again? Left hand. With your fretting hand, we're going to place our fretting hand just lightly against the strings. We're not pressing down, we're just resting lightly on the strings, and we're just going to do this. The strings are muted. The reason I do that is that our brain doesn't have to worry about this hand now. It doesn't have to worry about playing music or playing a song. We want it to be able to focus completely on what this hand is doing. So let's start just with simple downstrokes, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, I'd like you to close your eyes. I don't even want you to look at the hand. When people look at this hand, at their strumming hand, that's when the twisty, bendy, rolly motions come in, and we don't want to do that. I want you to listen to the result. I don't want you to look at it. I want you to listen for an even, smooth volume across all of the chords that you're playing. All right? Let's start again with our downstrokes, and we're just going to listen to the downstrokes. Eyes closed, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, smooth, even volume. Not too hard, not too soft, just right in the middle. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 2 measures of 4 beats with only downstrokes. And then we're going to allow our hand to make contact with the string on the way back up. And that's our perfect upstroke. That's all we're going to do. You may need a little bit extra pull on the way up because we've got string resistance, but I don't even want you to try to do that. Let your brain figure it out for you, and it'll do a good job if you let it, and give it a little bit of time, all right? So here we go. Just downstrokes first. 2 times 4, and then downstrokes and upstrokes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now you may have noticed that the downstrokes and the upstrokes sound a little different, and they should do. On the downstrokes, we're hitting the low strings first, and on the upstrokes, we're hitting the high strings first. And the brain can hear that little bit of subtle difference. And it's part of the performance. It's part of what guitars actually sound like. So that's perfectly okay. What I want you to listen for is that the volume is nice and even. Okay? I don't want any notes to jump out louder than any others. I don't want any strokes to go missing. If you can do that, your rhythm playing is really going to start to improve. You're going to learn control, and you're going to learn how to keep things nice and smooth and even. And when we actually get to playing some real rhythm, proper strumming, it might seem particularly complicated, but really it's not. Our strumming is only 2 motions, downstrokes and upstrokes. Some of them are played a little louder than others. Some of them are played a little quiet. Sometimes we leave a little gap. Sometimes we mute the strings. All of that is what a good guitar teacher can teach you. For the moment, before you even get there, if you don't master downstrokes and upstrokes, it's never going to happen. That little thing that we just did before, close your eyes, mute the strings, play, and listen to the volume, that will help you enormously. All right? So there you go. I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching. My name is Kevin Kretsch. You'll find me at drkevguitar.com. I'm your guitar teacher in Paris and France. Stay tuned for more videos. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.